Welcome to the 7-day viral content system. In this video, I'm gonna set the expectations for you going into this course. So with that being said, let's dive straight into it because I don't wanna waste your time here. So your 7-day journey. It's gonna look something like daily trainings, short actionable lessons you can implement immediately for the next 7 days. So it's gonna be straightforward, step-by-step systems for you to do daily. Step by step, clear instructions that build on each other logically. So it's super important for you to watch every single video in the right order because they are built on each other. And I have put in a lot of time thinking about how this actually makes sense for you. So it's super important to watch every single video. Real examples: see actual viral content breakdowns and analytics. Share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities for people. So this is the only thing I'm asking for you. Please share this course with your friends, with your family, because that's gonna help me out a lot and that's gonna allow me to create more free content for you guys. So, warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in 1.5x speed to save yourself some time. I always watch all of my videos in 1.5x speed because that's gonna save myself some time. Alright, how this course works. Daily modules. One focus topic each day that build your content system. So every day we have one specific topic that we're covering, and in the end of every day you have some action steps that you need to take before moving on to the next one. So about the action steps, clear tasks to complete before moving on to the next day. It's super important that you complete these tasks because if you don't, most people just watch a ton of content and they take no action. So if you decide to go through the entire course without doing any action steps and just watching the modules, you're gonna forget what I was talking about in the first day of this course. So I want you to actually take notes, do the action steps every single day. Implementation. Practice what you learn to develop real skills. You need to take action. You need to do the things that I'm telling you. Otherwise, you will forget it and you will not build real skills. So do the action steps. Community support. Connect with fellow creators on the same journey as you. So I want you to actually ask questions in the community because that's where you're gonna get the best answers, and connect with people that are on the same journey as you. What will you learn then? Day 1 to 2, master the framework and generate viral ideas. So you're gonna master the viral content framework, what goes into a viral piece of content, and then actually learn how to generate good ideas. Day 3 and 4, create compelling scripts and professional looking videos. So we're gonna go over the viral content script, how you script good videos, and then how you film good videos using your phone. Then day 5 and 6, edit effectively and optimize for maximum reach. So we're gonna talk about editing, how I edit my videos and how you can edit your videos. So a editing tutorial, and then also how to optimize your posts and videos for maximum reach, how you post them, what you should think about. And then day 7, scale your success and plan your next step. So I'm gonna give you a roadmap to actually succeed and make money from this. How to get the best results then? Super important. Complete tasks. Don't skip the action steps at the end of the video. You know, I'm repeating myself here because I want you to actually do these action steps. Take notes. Write down key insights that resonate with you. So take notes. I think there's a study done that people that take courses and webinars and don't take any notes, they basically learn nothing by the end of the course or webinar. So take notes. That's going to allow you to remember things better. Practice daily, implement what you learn immediately. Because if you watch the video and then you feel like, yeah, I'm going to do this the next day or the day after that, you're going to forget. You're going to forget. You need to implement this immediately after watching the video or while you're watching it. Stay consistent. Follow the program. It's designed for optimal results. So you need to watch every single day, step by step. Don't skip any videos and don't fast forward. You need to watch every single video. That's going to get you the optimal results. By the end of the 7 days, you will actually have a content system, have a repeatable process of creating viral content. So you will know how to come up with the ideas, how to script your content, film your content, edit your content, and then post your content for optimal reach. And then this day 7, we're gonna talk about your next step to actually make money from this. Technical skills, know how to create, edit, and optimize your videos. So you will know how to film, edit your content, and then optimize it for maximum reach. Clear directions, know exactly what to do to keep growing. You will get guidance from me and from the community. So watch the entire video and course. And as always, leave a testimonial to win special prizes. We're doing monthly giveaways to people that actually leave testimonials. And if you leave a video testimonial, you're gonna double your chances of actually winning. So I've left a link down below for you to write a testimonial. And with that being said, start now. Begin with day 1, the viral content framework. Welcome to day 1 of the 7-day viral content system. Today we're gonna go over the viral content framework. What goes into a viral piece of content? So with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So here's what I'm gonna cover in today's video. The core strategy behind viral content. So what makes a video go viral? What's the strategy and structure behind the video? Understanding viewer psychology, so what viewers are thinking and what makes them actually stop and relate to that video. And then the 3 must-have elements in your content. So there's 3 elements that you need in your content to actually make a good video. So we're gonna cover those. And then your action steps that you need to take after this video. Share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities. This is the only thing I'm asking for you. Share this course because that's gonna help me to provide more free value for you. And warning, as always, this is the most important video of the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip, and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in 1.5x speed to save yourself some time. I always watch educational content in 1.5x speed because that's gonna save myself some time. So, the core strategy behind viral content. Hook first. Capture attention in the first 3 seconds to ensure viewers don't scroll past your video. So the hook is probably like the most important thing. You need to grab attention in less than 3 seconds because people are doom scrolling on social media and they are not gonna stop and watch your video if you don't have a strong hook. This can be a text hook, a visual hook, or a vocal hook, and you can combine all of these hooks together to make a really good hook that stands out. Value promise. Clearly communicate what viewers will gain from watching your content to keep them engaged. So after the hook, you need to build up hype for the video. What are they gonna gain? What are they gonna gain? Because it's one thing to hook people in, but it's a completely different thing to actually keep them engaged and keep them watching, because that's gonna matter the most. We need retention. We need people to watch the entire video from the beginning to the end. Shareable content. Content that resonates with your audience is highly shareable and save-worthy. So this is the goal. We need to get people to actually save the post or share it with a friend or comment. Likes don't really matter that much. We need people to share it, save it, or comment. And content that's shareable and savable is usually content that resonates with your audience. So something that your audience can relate to. Then a clear payoff. Deliver your initial promise to leave viewers satisfied and eager for more. So we need a clear payoff. What's in it for me? And the answer to the hook, because if the audience walk away with zero value and the payoff of the video is not good, they are not gonna follow you. They are not gonna keep watching your videos. But if it's good, they are gonna go to your profile, probably follow you, go through your content, and once they see a new piece of content from you, they are gonna watch the entire video, and they keep coming back. And the thing is, usually people need to watch like 3 to 4 long form videos from you before purchasing anything from you, and even more with short form content. So you need to have good quality content. It doesn't matter if you create one good video. You need to consistently create high quality and good videos that people actually find valuable. Understanding viewer psychology. This is super important to understand how your audience actually think. Pattern interrupt. Use unexpected elements to disrupt viewer scrolling habits and draw them into your content. So you gotta stand out. As I told you, hooks are the way to go. Like visual hooks, text hooks, vocal hooks, and combining all of these together with sound effects, that's gonna make your video stand out. Emotional trigger. Connect with your viewers by tapping into emotions like curiosity, surprise, or empathy. So connect with your audience emotionally. If you can hit your audience emotional triggers, that's gonna make them watch the entire video and probably buy from you even. So if you need to connect with your audience emotionally in your content, talk about your audience pain points and then the solution to that pain point. And yeah, that's gonna make your video unique and your audience is gonna connect with it. Social proof. Showcase results or testimonials to build trust and credibility with your audience. So after the hook, we need some social proof so people actually trust you and trust what you're saying. So for example, if you're a dating coach, you have your hook and then you can hit them, for example, with I matched over 20 people and they are living a happy life with their dream partner. So that's results that you have got. Then FOMO effect. Create a sense of urgency or exclusivity to make viewers feel they can't afford to miss your content. So FOMO and urgency is the biggest selling point in marketing and in sales. So in your video, creating FOMO and urgency, that's going to make your video drive further and perform very, very well because people are going to watch that till the end. And also in sales, creating urgency, that's going to drive more sales, right? So for example, I recently used a urgency-based hook, and the hook was like, if you're not creating content in 2025, you're missing out. Or something like that. Like, if you're not creating content in 2025, you're gonna get left behind. So people actually are gonna watch that because they don't want to be left behind. Then the 3 must-have elements in your content. Strong hook. Start with a powerful opening that grabs attention and makes viewers want to watch more. This is the most important. The hook comes first. For the first 3 seconds, you need to hook your audience in. Valuable content. provide actionable insights or information that viewers can immediately apply or benefit from. So in short form content, you can't really go into depth into steps, but in short form content, it's very important that they can take the next step. They need to take some sort of next step, and that's going to make a valuable video. What I usually like to do is I drive people from my short form content to my long form content. So the short form content just builds like urgency that you need to apply this thing right now. And the answer to that is go and watch my long form video, because I'm gonna break that. I'm gonna break this topic down in that long form video. Unique angles. Present your content in a way that differentiates you from other and highlights your unique perspective. So this can be a topic that you say in a different way, something that your perspective needs to be different. And also like unique angles with your camera. Use unique angles to make it stand out even more. Clear next step. End with a specific call to action that guides viewers on what they need to do after watching. So you need to guide your viewers. If you want them to like the video, say that to them. Like the video if you like the video. Or if you want them to save the video, tell them to save the video for later. You need to guide them because they are doom scrolling. They are brain dead. You need to tell them what they need to do. Here's a very good example from Mark, and he's using a very unique angle in this video. And this video got I think 4 million views. So let's watch it.
Would you rather have $1 million today or a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? By day 10, the penny's only worth $5.12.
So,
but by day 20, it's over $5,000.
We don't need to watch the entire video, but as you see, this is a very unique angle. He's using numbers in his hook and a different color to make it stand out. Numbers work very well in hooks. He's also laying in a hot tub or a jacuzzi with a shirt on. You never see this in a day-to-day basis. So this stands out. This is a very good visual hook and a very good unique angle. So yeah, you gotta stand out on social media. Let's go now over my example here. So I'm using a very strong hook. How to film yourself is it's straight to the point. It's yellow, it's in a different color, it stands out. And then the camera angles are very unique. You almost never see this angle on social media. And then the other close up POV shot, it's very unique. So it stands out. Then your action steps. Brainstorm ideas. Start thinking about potential viral content ideas using today's framework. So I want you to start thinking about ideas that you can actually make. Prepare for day 2. Get ready to dive into ideation systems and learn how to generate viral ideas. So that's tomorrow. We're gonna dive into how you actually generate viral content ideas and how I generate viral content ideas. So leave a testimonial to win special prizes. We're doing monthly giveaways to people that leave a testimonial. So leave a testimonial, the link is down below. And a quote from me: viral content is great to get views, but getting views doesn't mean you make money. I want to make this super clear. Your goal shouldn't be to go viral. Your goal should be to go viral and target your ideal customers. So if your goal is just to go viral and you don't care about who's gonna watch the video, you're not gonna make any money, because that's not your target audience. You want to make content for your target audience. And most likely the video is not going to go viral because you're targeting a specific person. And a video that goes viral is usually a very general topic. like anyone can watch that video. But yeah, following these frameworks will make your video actually perform better and potentially go even viral, targeting your ideal customers. So with that being said, it's time to get back to work. Welcome to day 2 of the 7-day viral content system. Today we're gonna go over my ideation process and how you can generate viral content ideas. So with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So here's what I'm gonna cover in today's video. Step-by-step method for generating ideas that have viral potential. Learn how to identify and leverage trends without simply copying others. So we're gonna find ideas and then put our own twist on it. Understand how to create content that is both relevant and original. So we don't want to copy, we still want to make some tweaks to the content to make it personal. And then find out where to look for inspiration that fuels your creativity. So I know how it feels sometimes. It's very hard to come up with ideas and your brain feels very empty and you think like you don't have any good ideas. But let's solve that today. So share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities for people. This is the only thing I'm asking for you. Please share this course. This helps me out a lot. And yeah, I can create free content for you if you share this course. And warning, as always, this is the most important video of the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in 1.5x speed to save yourself some time. So my process of coming up with viral ideas, that's what we're gonna go over now. Brainstorm broadly. Start with wide range of topics and narrow down to most promising ones. So this is the first thing. Let's start off with coming up with some topics, wide topics, and then we're gonna narrow them down. These topics can be general. You can take these topics from newsletters, from YouTube, Instagram, from wherever you find them. For example, like filmmaking. Then we have lighting, we have cameras, we have gear. These are all really good topics that we're gonna start with. Audience focused. Consider what your audience cares about and what problems they need to solve. So these are gonna be the other topics, and I actually created a Notion template. So once you open up the Notion template, you will find it down in the description down under this video. All you gotta do is you open this up, and up here in the right corner, you press duplicate, and then you have it in your own Notion. And once you have copied it, it should look something like this. And all we gotta do is open idea generation. Here I have a short tutorial video. You can watch that if you want, but we're gonna go over it in this video here. So we start off with topics that interest you, and then we write down some topics that interest your audience. So let's say I like filmmaking, and I also like reading, and so on. The list goes on. And let's say your audience is interested in content creation. So yeah, once you have filled all of these 10 out, we can go to the next step. So now we're gonna break these more down. So let's take filmmaking. Under filmmaking, we can have lighting, we can have camera gear, then we can take like reading, we can have my book recommendations, top 10 books, and then we can have like productivity books. And yeah, the same thing goes for your audience topics. We take content creation, and then we can, for example, another topic would be scripting, ideation, filming content. And the list goes on. So you fill all of these out. And once you have filled these out, we can actually take these topics here. So we start off with filmmaking again, and then lighting. And then we break these even more down. Let's say lighting, for example, 3-point light setup, how to light yourself, best lighting on a budget. And then camera gear, beginner gear for creators. Then we can have, like, for example, best cameras under 500 and so on. You get the point. And then scripting, for example, how to script viral content, script 10 videos in 1 day, for example. So you get the point. Like, you break these topics down, and once you have done it for all of these, you should have about 100 video topics. So this is a very good exercise if you're starting out. You can use ChatGPT to find out more topics, but I want you actually to come into this document and do it yourself. ChatGPT can do a great job, but then actually thinking about, like, who is your target audience? What do you like making? What are your strengths? What are you good at? And then breaking your topics down into hooks and then content ideas. So now we have about 100 content ideas after you have filled this out. Moving on, winning content. Spot trending content in your niche. Save what's working and put your own spin on it and make it even better. So what I recommend you do is take your phone, open up Instagram, and go to your For You page and start scrolling through. And the content that resonates with your audience and your niche, you like that content and you save it. So all of the videos that you feel like you can make better, or something that's in your niche that you want to recreate, you save that content and make sure that it's actually a good piece of content. So videos that have gone viral or have a lot of engagement on them. Another thing that you can do is you go to the search tab and you search a topic, for example, filmmaking. So a topic in your niche or something in your niche, then you scroll to the right, you find Reels, and this is the Reels tab. And now it will pull up a bunch of videos in your niche, in your topic, and these videos have like millions of views. So you start going through them and you save content that you can make better, or something that you want to recreate, or something that you would say differently. And once you have done this, you should have a bunch of videos saved on your Instagram account. And once you have saved all of your videos that you want to recreate, I want you to put it into this bank. So we're building out a content bank that we're going to come back to when we start scripting the videos. So all you gotta do is you fill out the creator's name. So let's say just test. How many followers does this creator have? Let's say like 50K. Then you put in the piece of content that you actually like, that you saved. You put in the content right there. So you copy the link. How many views did this video get? Let's say it got 500K views. And then you can rate the video based on how much you like it. And let's say I like it. It's a 4-star for me. And it's a reel. So you can then take content types and put in whatever you want. And now once you have filled in all of your content, this list should be at least like 20 pieces of content. You gotta build it really, you gotta build it out. But then what we can do is we can go over to sort. And then, for example, if we want to sort this by views, we can put views and then decrease. So on top, it's going to be the videos with the most amount of views. And this is really cool. Once you have a bunch of content, you see what's been performing and you can spot patterns. What you also can do is you can press this plus, add a text here, and for example, name this hook. So you know what hook they were using, and then you collect all of the data in one space. Another cool thing that you can do is like you can filter, for example. So let's filter, for example, content types. So let's say we only want to see the ones that are carousels, or we only want to see photos, or we only want to see reels and carousels. And once you have filled that list out, we need to test and refine. So experiment with different concepts and refine based on feedback and performance. So this is another step. We're jumping a bit ahead right now, but once you have started posting, we gotta refine and test and keep improving the list that I just showed you. Then moving on to how to research trends without copying. Platform exploration. Use multiple platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to spot emerging trends. So I want you to use different platforms also. Like, for example, I get a bunch of ideas also from podcasts, which is pretty cool. So if you're listening to a podcast, if you're watching a YouTube video, maybe even watching a movie, take notes. You can find a bunch of like content ideas from different platforms. And yeah, you just gotta write them down. Cross niche inspiration. Look at successful content in other niches and adapt elements to your own. So you can look for trending videos in other niches, and all you gotta do is like transform it into your niche. So if I find something in the beauty niche, I can transform that into the content creation niche and filmmaking niche. For example, I know a lot of like beauty creators, they are putting on their makeup while they're talking about a really important topic. What I can do as a filmmaker is, for example, set up my camera gear or my camera rig while I'm talking about something camera related. And that's very interesting. So find like viral ideas and put your niche and your own twist on that piece of content. Original twist. Add your unique perspective or twist to ensure your content stands out. So we don't want to copy anyone word by word. We want to create somewhat original content, but not from scratch, because that would be a waste of time. You're not going to come up with a new idea every single day that's going to go viral. So we gotta use what's already been working, but at the same time, putting your own twist to that content. Creating content that stands out. So identify gaps, find areas where your niche lacks content and fill those gaps with your ideas. So find gaps in your niche or in someone else's content. If you see a piece of content and you feel like you could say that way better and he missed a point, then create that piece of content. Fill that gap. That's what's gonna make you and your content unique. Personal stories. Use your own experiences to create relatable and engaging content. So every one of us have a story to tell, and I want you to incorporate your story into your content. So what I would recommend you do is actually sit down for like a few hours and write down your entire story. And based on that story that you write down, you then can incorporate a few elements into your content once you're scripting. So always add that personal touch and personal feel to your content, because that's going to relate with your audience. I always add parts of my story, how I used to struggle with content creation while working a 9 to 5, coming home from work and scripting my videos, filming them, editing them, and then posting all of the videos the same night. And yeah, that got very overwhelming, and people relate to that because that's my story. That's how I got started. So add your piece of story into your content. Tell your story. Visual appeal. Enhance your content with strong visuals that capture attention. This will make you stand out and not be like anyone else. So this goes into more of your editing. How does your videos look video-wise and then editing-wise? You can add a cool color grade to your video to stand out, cool text, use different fonts to actually stand out because we don't want to be like anyone else. And then a quick summary. Idea generation. You now have a process of creating viral content. Use the, there's a spelling mistake, use the Notion template to track your ideas. So I want you to use the Notion template to actually track your ideas and content. Trend research. You know how to research trends effectively without copying. And third, creative inspiration. You have sources of inspiration to fuel your content creation. So, your action steps that I need you to take. Generate ideas. Use today's process to brainstorm and list of potential viral content ideas in Notion. So I want you to go to your Instagram, start scrolling, start saving posts, and fill out the list in Notion, because we're gonna need that in tomorrow's video. Research trends. Spend time exploring different platforms to identify current trends. So go to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, podcasts, newsletters. What is trending right now? And then I need you to prepare for day 3. Get ready to learn about scripting your content effectively using proven frameworks. So we're going to talk about scripting in tomorrow's video. And leave a testimonial to win special prizes. We're doing monthly giveaways. So leave a testimonial. I have left a link down below. And with that being said, it's time to get back to work. Welcome to day 3. Today we're gonna talk about scripting and the framework that I use to script all of my videos. And yeah, we're gonna break down the framework first, and then I'm gonna show you how you can train an AI to actually write the scripts for you exactly how you want them to turn out. And yeah, the results with this AI is just crazy. It's better than some of the copywriters I have hired in the past. So with that being said, share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities. And as always, this is the most important video of the entire course. Don't skip, don't fast forward, watch the entire video. And with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So, this is essentially the viral script framework. We have 5 sections that I want to break down for you. This framework is designed to help you craft short-form video scripts that capture attention, build engagement, and drive action. Each section plays a crucial role in keeping viewers hooked and ensuring your content performs well. This entire PDF is essentially the prompt for the AI. And it's really important for you to actually understand it. So once the AI produces a script for you, you actually know if the script is good or not. So the first section we have is, of course, the hook. The opening line of your video is the most critical part. Its purpose is to immediately capture attention and generate curiosity. Use emotions, humor, surprise, curiosity, or pain points work the best. Indicate value. Viewers should instantly know what's in it for them. And then start strong conversational statements, surprising facts, and so on. And then always you can enhance like your visuals and audio effects to make it even more powerful. But most importantly, be authentic. The best hook will fail if it feels fake or forced. So if people know and they can see that you're trying to hook them into this video, it's not going to be a good hook. A good hook is smooth and it flows, and you don't really realize that you are actually being hooked in. That's a really good hook. Then we have some example hooks here. So read through all of these. I have left the link to this document down below. And then the second section, build up. The build up section creates anticipation for the value you're about to deliver. So we're building up hype for the video. Techniques for a strong build up. For example, zero risk positioning. Make it seems like the viewers has nothing to lose and everything to gain. Authority. Reference people or brands that validate your point. Conversational angle. Challenge a popular belief or opinion. Or then personal story. Use your own experience or social proof. And so on. And yeah, you build up hype for the value section. Then third, we have the value section. This is the core of your video. Make sure it's actionable, specific, and something viewers find genuinely useful. So you want to give as much value as possible here. So, for example, like step-by-step breakdown, clear and easy to follow instructions, tools and resources, provide links, websites, or software recommendations, actionable advice, not just theory, but something they can immediately implement. And a good question to ask yourself is, would you pay $5 for this info? If yes, it's strong value. And yeah, it's very good. And that's essentially the value section. And then we have the fourth section, the main point. This is where you tie everything back to the hook and deliver your promise. So this is the answer to the hook. So for example, resolve the curiosity gap, make sure it's satisfying and conclusive, relate back to the hook, keep it focused, and so on. So you basically, it shouldn't be too long. It needs to be concise and it needs to be the answer to the hook, basically. And then fifth, we have a call to action. Everyone knows what a call to action is. So you want to drive the audience, tell the audience what they should do next. And under here, we have a few examples. For example, this video got 1.3 million views. And then we have another video here that got 2.5 million views and the script under. So go and read through the script. We have the script here for the AI, so the AI understands like how this looks in practice, basically. And yeah, so this is the viral script framework. Now what I need you to do is I want you to click the link down below and get Poppy AI. And once you got Poppy AI, it should look something like this. And just as a disclaimer, if you use the code Robin, you will actually get $25 off. And yes, it's an affiliate link. And yes, I do get a small percentage, but I wouldn't be promoting this here and showing you how to use Poppy AI if I wasn't using it daily. So once you get Poppy AI, it looks something like this. And yeah, I have a bunch of projects here, as you can see. 2 weeks ago, so I use this like daily. Here's like 60 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, yesterday, 3 days ago. So I use this on a daily basis. But essentially what I want to do today is we want to script a piece of content. So once you open up a board, it should look something like this. And the first thing we gotta do is on the sidebar here, we have different tools. And we're gonna choose the AI chat. And it should open it up right here. And now what we wanna do is we wanna go and get some videos from you, from YouTube, Instagram, and so on. You go to the Reels, you take some of your own Instagram Reels, this one. And the reason why we do this is because we wanna train the AI to understand how you speak and how you talk. So then it can make the script based on how you speak and how you talk and sound like you. And once you pasted in all of your videos into Poppy AI, you select the group. And we want to group these because it's going to be easier to keep everything organized. So I'm just going to drag them in here. Once you have your clips in a group, we're going to rename the group to My Content. And then we can connect it to the chatbot. And now what we can do is we can ask the chatbot, based on my content, how do I talk? And now it's gonna give you exactly how you talk, the structure, how you speak, and your tone, and so on. And yeah, now the AI knows exactly how you communicate and how you talk based on the content that you just shared here. Now you need to download the viral script framework, the PDF, and then drag it in here. You can also click on the sidebar. You can find document, you click document, and then you select the file. And for all of these, this is the same for Instagram, YouTube, images. You can actually add also in like voice recording, so you can record your voice. And then like text, you can add in text. So you can tell the AI exactly what it needs to do. And now we have the script framework here. So it knows now, we're going to connect it here. Now it knows how to script basically good videos. But now the real magic starts. Now I need you to go back to the Notion page that we created yesterday. And now you should have a bunch of content ideas in here. So what I want you to do is choose one of the ideas. Let's take this one for example, because yeah, I liked it, I rated it high, it got a lot of views, and this one is actually a YouTube video. So it can be like a YouTube video, Instagram reel, whatever, but I really like YouTube videos because you can get a bunch of ideas from just one good YouTube video. And now all we gotta do is paste it in here, like that, and the video is in Poppy AI. And then again, I'm gonna group this to keep everything organized. I'm gonna name this Alex. And now, once everything is connected, we can go and ask the chatbot, I need you to make 10 viral content ideas from Alex video. And now it's gonna give you 10 content ideas that you can use as a content idea. So this is another great way to actually come up with good content ideas that already is proven to work, because this video got a lot of views, it's a good video, and I just want to make it into my own. So I really like this idea, how to 3x your results by doing less. So let's take this idea and make it our own. Now I need you to make a script about this idea. Then we're gonna paste the idea in. We're actually gonna change. Now I need you to make a short form script about this idea. This is really important. Now we gotta say follow the framework in the viral script framework PDF. Follow the framework in the viral script framework PDF. But here comes the secret, because we need to make it personalized. So we need to say, make the script in my tone of voice. Because now it already knows how I talk. And now we just say, make the script in my tone of voice. and then it's gonna do it. So let's see what it comes up with. And if you press on the chatbot and you press F, it's actually gonna pull it up to a full screen so we can see what's happening better. So you can already see it understands the script framework. So we have the hook, build up, value, main point, and then a call to action in the end. So we have the hook. Stop what you're doing right now. This massive to-do list, it's actually killing your growth. Here's why. So it's already a pretty good hook. Then we have the build up. I've helped businesses scale over 6 figures. And here's the thing. Most people are doing it completely wrong. They are trying to do everything at once, thinking one more task equals more results. But let me break it down for you. Then we have the value section. Here's the 3-step system that actually works. 1. Write down everything you think you need to do. 2. Now look at your list and ask which one of these would make everything else irrelevant. 3. Eliminate everything else. And I mean everything. The secret is when you focus all your resources on the one priority, you will get 3x the results in half the time. This is exactly how I grew my audience from 0 to 56k followers by following one thing at a time instead of trying to do everything at once. So that was the main payoff, and it actually took from my old content where I was talking about how I grew my account from 0 to 56k followers. So it actually knows what I was doing, and yeah, it's made for me. It's perfect. And then we have the call to action. Save this post to remember next time you're overwhelmed with your to-do list. And if you want more business growth tips like this, follow me for daily content. So as you can see, it's incredible. And yeah, you can teach it basically to do whatever you want. So you can create like a newsletter if you want from this. So all you gotta do is you go to YouTube, you search for a tutorial or a course on how to write a good newsletter. You put that in here to train the AI, and then it knows exactly how to write a good newsletter. So as you can see, like the scripts are incredible, and this is how I script my content. And of course you gotta change a few things here and there to make it even better, because like the AI isn't always perfect, but it's way better than just pulling some scripts from ChatGPT, because ChatGPT don't understand how you actually talk and how you speak. And yeah, this is a time saver for me, and yeah, it's very good. So check it out. The link is down below. And if you use the code Robin, you actually get $25 off. And as I said, yes, it's an affiliate link. I do get a small percentage, but I wouldn't be promoting this if I wasn't using it daily. So check it out. And yeah, this is how I script my videos. And if you have any questions about Poppy AI, leave them in the community. I'll be answering all of the questions, and more videos on how I actually use Poppy AI is gonna come out pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. So what I want you to do is I want you to check out Poppy AI. I want you to read through the viral script framework so you actually understand it. And I want you to prepare for tomorrow's video where we're gonna talk about filming on your phone. So you're gonna learn how to film good videos using your phone. And with that being said, it's time to get back to work. Today I'm gonna walk you through the settings that I'm using on the iPhone to film cinematic videos. So this applies to any phone basically. I'm just gonna go through the iPhone settings and the settings that I use. Just full disclaimer, this is a iPhone 11 Pro, so your settings might look a bit different than mine, but the same principle applies. So let's dive straight into it. The first thing you gotta do is go to the settings and open up camera. And here we're gonna open up record video, And I always shoot in 4K 30 FPS. So this is the best format for social media. You should be filming all of your videos in 4K and in 30 FPS. That's the format that social media uses. If you're in a PAL country, for example, Europe, Africa, Asia, or South America, you can shoot in PAL. This is just the format that they use. For me, I'm in Europe, but I don't shoot in PAL because I'm gonna still upload the content to social media, which is gonna be in 4K 30 FPS. So I turn that off. Then I have auto low light FPS turned off. I don't mess with that. Always lock camera. This is super important because if you're filming with your zoomed lens, for example, me, the 2x lens, and I'm trying to focus on something that's close up, it's gonna switch to the macro camera and give you that weird, shaky, jiggle look. And this can ruin your footage in many cases. So I recommend turning this on. Then we have lock white balance. Always turn this on. We want to lock the auto white balance. In some cases, I might turn this off, but I always have it on basically because we don't want the white balance to shift when we're filming. It's going to be super hard to color grade and it's not going to look that good if it shifts suddenly from really green to really magenta. It's not going to look good, so I recommend having that on. If you have a newer phone, you might have HDR recording here, and turn that off. You should always turn that off. It's gonna look good on your phone, but once you upload it to a computer, it's not gonna look good because most of people don't have a HDR screen. So it's gonna look really washed out and not good at all. So I recommend turning that off. Moving back out, we have slow motion. I keep it at 1080p and 240 FPS. Essentially, the difference here is that 240 FPS, it's just way more slowed down than 120 FPS. But yeah. Then format, I keep it at high efficiency. It's gonna save you a lot of space, which we want to do if we're filming a lot of videos. And yeah, if you're filming in 4K 60 FPS or in slow motion, it's gonna automatically switch to high efficiency. So I recommend keeping this on because yeah, as I said, like if you record a bunch of content, you wanna save space. And if you have a newer phone, you have the option here to actually put it in ProRes, to film in ProRes, which is a log flat format. Yes, it's gonna give you a flat look, which gives you a bunch of color grading opportunity. And yeah, you have more flexibility in the color grading and it's gonna look way nicer. But I wouldn't recommend filming in in ProRes if you're not planning to film a movie or something super cinematic, because it takes up a lot of space. By filming 1 minute in 4K in ProRes, it's gonna take up 6 gigabytes. So yeah, if you're filming a YouTube video, you can easily get like 20 minutes of footage, and that's gonna be like 120 gigabytes, which is insane. So if you're not filming a movie, I wouldn't recommend filming in ProRes. Record stereo sound, keep that on. Use volume up to burst, keep that off. Then scan QR code and show detect text, I keep that on. Then composition, super important. I have the grid turned on. This is gonna help me frame my shots better and give me a better composition, and it's gonna be easier to see how I frame my shot. So keep the grid on. Level, I keep it on. Mirror front camera off, and then view outside of frame on. And then I keep the these are just the photo settings here at the bottom. I keep both off. We're not gonna talk about the photo settings in this video. Then moving into the camera, a super important thing is always cleaning your lens. I can't stress this enough. People don't do it and their footage look really washed out and not good at all. So clean your lens before you start shooting. Nice, it's way better. So if you look at the top right corner, there you can change the FPS and then the quality. So I want to be filming in 4K 30 FPS. And we just set that up in the settings, so it's going to be by default at 4K 30 FPS. Always shoot in video mode. I wouldn't recommend shooting in cinematic. It just doesn't look that good. So film in video mode. That's going to give you the best quality video. Another tip is changing the exposure. So if you swipe up, you press the plus and minus button, you can actually change your exposure like this. So I would recommend always turning it a bit down. This is gonna give you this cinematic dark aesthetic look, which is pretty cool. So yeah, lower the exposure a bit, and that's gonna give you that rich cinematic look. And that's the settings I'm using on the iPhone 11 Pro. But if you want to step up your game and have full manual control over your settings, I would recommend downloading the camera app called Blackmagic Camera. So you will find it in App Store, and this just allows you to have full manual control over the settings. So for example, if we go into the app here, you can change the lens, pretty basic, right? So let's keep that wide. Then we have the FPS. You can change it to whatever you want. So even like 2997, so pretty cool. Then we have shutter speed. So you can actually change the shutter speed. As you can see, my hands are really blurry now. And if we turn it up, it's pretty clear, which is super cool. We can change the white balance, so warmer, cooler. Let's keep it at 5500. That's the Kelvin I have in my room. We can change the ISO. So let's keep that at 800. Shutter speed at 60 because we're filming in 30 FPS. And yeah, this is gonna give you a full manual control over your setting, which is super cool. So yeah, this is just if you want to step up your game and actually have full manual control over your settings. This was just a quick video. You can find a bunch other videos if you want to go into depth. I don't want to waste your time here. So on YouTube, you find a bunch of different videos on this. But yeah, it's super simple to use. And yeah, I would recommend using the app if you want to have full manual control over your settings. For me, I mainly just use a normal camera because I film most of my stuff on a camera. So when I film on my phone, I'm just gonna shoot in the normal camera app. And for those of you who don't believe you can film cinematic videos with your phone, I'm gonna prove you wrong, because with some good lighting and a good microphone, you can get really cool shots with just your phone. Pretty cool, right? This is filmed on a iPhone 11 Pro, a phone that came out 5 or 6 years ago. So it's a really old phone, and with some good lighting and a good microphone, you can get really good shots. That's essentially the settings that I'm using, and I hope this helped. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the community or on the live calls. I'll be answering all of your questions, and with that being said, it's time to get back to work. Welcome to day 5. Today we're gonna talk about editing secrets, and I'm gonna actually show you and edit a full video for you. So before we get started, share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities. I would highly appreciate if you could share this course, and yeah, that will allow me to create more free content for you. And as always, this is the most important video of the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. And with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So before we start editing, I want to show you our video editor SOP, so standard operating procedure. So these are the key things we gotta think about. And then I have always a checklist for all of our editors and myself, of course. So step one, we gotta organize the footage, import clips. First of all, you always want to organize your clips into a hard drive and have a good structure. We go more into depth in Agency Hub, more into depth into all of these things. Step 2, apply the 3-second rule. So early hook, trim excess, so cut out all of the unnecessary footage, and so on. We only want to give value. Pacing, maintain a brisk pace to keep viewers engaged, avoiding long static shots. Then use editing techniques for fast pacing cuts, so jump cuts, transitions, and then insert some B-roll, but the B-roll actually have to make sense. And then step 4, adding engaging elements, so text overlays, music and sound effects, and then graphics and animations. Then step 5, review and refine. So watch the entire edited video to ensure it flows well and maintains interest. And then make adjustments, so refined based on feedback and your own observations. Then step 6, export and prepare for posting. So export settings, for example, for Instagram, we always export in 1080p 30 fps. And then you want to name the file. So yeah, these are the steps that you need to follow. Then quick just checklist, 0 dead space, words spelled correctly, B-roll that makes sense, good, storyboarding, not stock footage. Movie clip works. So movie clips are actually pretty good, and you can find them on YouTube, for example. Main captions right under the chin, so they shouldn't be too low because then they are gonna get cut out, and not too high, so just under the chin. Then sound effects need to be well mixed in. Trending music in the background needs to align with the video style and message. Then a checklist, 3-second hook, build immediate context in the hook, cut out all dull moments, every word is meant to bring value, the video is easy to follow, does the video have a fast pace, does the emotion bring fulfillment, laugh, knowledge, emotional reactions. So these are things that you gotta keep in mind while you're editing. I've left the link to this document down below. But with that being said, let's dive into the editing. So once you open up DaVinci Resolve is free. So I'm gonna leave the link down below so you can just download DaVinci Resolve. And yeah, just one quick tip. I edit all of my clips in the same timeline. As you can see, it might look a bit messy. I have a bunch of reels here. And yeah, this just allows me to have a really smooth and fast workflow. So I can always I can just drag, copy and paste the same sound effects multiple times. It's very fast, very easy. I can use the same B-roll and repurpose the B-roll, just drag it over. Or the text effects. For example, here we have a film burn effect, so I can drag it over and repurpose that same effect. And this allows me to actually keep a consistent look and feel on my videos. And the workflow is very fast for me. So I would recommend editing everything, especially like Reels. YouTube videos, I have a separate timeline for all of my YouTube videos, but Reels, it's very fast and efficient to edit all of your Reels on the same timeline. Then always organize your clips. Up here I organize everything by year. So I have effects here, I have music, sound effects, and so on. And then by year I have all of my clips. And yeah, that's how I organize. And today I'm just quickly gonna show you how I edit my videos in Agency Hub. I'm gonna leave the link down below to check it out. There we actually go more into depth to each step of the way. So you learn everything from like scripting the videos and all of these things to then actually editing the content. So we actually show you how you set everything up, all of the shortcuts I use, the techniques that I edit, and then how you color grade, how you do all of the text things and so on. So this is going to be a more quick tutorial for you. So we are basically going to recreate this video right here. I'm not going to make the entire video because I don't want to waste your time. But essentially, let's create this video.
The biggest mistake you're making in 2025 is not creating content. Let me show you why. Look, we made over 6 figures last year from our agency, from just posting online. And here's the thing, it's completely free to create content and it only takes 30 minutes a day. You already have...
So we can actually cut that out. So this is the video that we are gonna make. And the first thing I usually do is I add subtitles. So I'm gonna click I on the keyboard and then O, and now we have in and out. So I mark this section in and out. And then the thing we wanna do is we wanna go up here, click timeline and create subtitle from audio. And now we're creating the subtitles, so choose English, and I always put max 12 characters per line. And then we're gonna create the subtitles. And like that, the subtitles are created.
You're making in 2025.
Always double check that the spelling is correct.
It's not creating content. Let me show you why.
Look, so then if you click on one of these, this table in the inspector tab here up will come up, and here you have all of the subtitles. And if you click track, here you can change the font, then the thickness of the font. I like to use bold, the size, the stroke, I keep that at 0. And then drop shadow, I usually put a drop shadow to make the text pop a bit better. And yeah, that's about it. And one pro tip, if you, for example, only want to change this text to another color, you can actually select this and then press here, customize caption. And then we can, for example, change the size because let's say we want it bigger. And now it only change this section here, which is pretty cool. We can change like the color if we want to yellow, and now this is only yellow. And the reason why we do customize caption, because if we do it in this tab, it's gonna change all of the captions. But I actually want to keep it the same for now. Then the second thing that I usually do is I want to color grade my image here, because I record all of my content in S-Log3, so this gives me the most amount of dynamic range and color grading opportunity. So all you gotta do is you go to the color tab and make sure that clips are open, and here you can see all of my previous clips. So what I do is I actually copy and paste. I press the first node here and then copy and paste it on to my new clip. So I don't need to edit or color grade, all of my clips from scratch. And in Agency Hub, we're actually gonna deep dive into how you can color grade, and you're actually gonna get access to my LUTs, my film LUTs. So you see how the difference before and after here. So yeah, you're gonna get access to my LUTs and then access to how to actually color grade your clips. And yeah, that's how I
quickly color grade all of my clips. And the beauty is, because I record all of my talking heads in my studio here, the lighting is gonna be always the same, so I don't need to tweak anything. But if I would have to tweak anything, I'm just gonna tweak it here and change the lighting, for example, and so on. Back to the editing tab. Let's continue here. The second thing I usually do is I want to zoom in my clip a bit. So for example, I have already here a adjustment clip that I use, but we can do this from scratch. So go to effects here, make sure effects is selected up here, and then adjustment clip, and then you can drag it over your clips. The reason why we do this is because we can just, in one clip, we can zoom in all of the clips at the same time. Otherwise, I would have to do it manually through all the clips. So it's much easier to just take a adjustment clip, and then on the adjustment clip, you zoom in. So we get rid of, like, my mouse is here, a bit of my keyboard. So we just make it a bit cleaner like that. And then maybe pull myself to the side, because here we have some artwork on the wall. I want to hide that. So like that. Now it's pretty clean and looks very nice. The biggest mistake you're making is, the second thing I usually do is I want to instantly add a visual hook, so make my videos stand out a bit more. And one thing that we can do is actually press the clip, then I'm gonna make a keyframe and zoom in the clip a bit, like that. Then we're gonna play the biggest back, like, or forward a few frames, like that, and then again choose the clip and go back to 1 to 0, and then if we right click on the keyframe right here, we can add ease in. That's gonna make it smoother. The biggest mistake, and you see this little zoom out. And to sell this effect even more, what I like to do is I go to Open FX and then choose Lens Blur. And then I usually put down the lens blur a bit, it's too blurry. So what I usually like to do is you click the keyframe, and then if you click this keyframe down here on the clip, this actually opens up and you can see where you put the last keyframe. So you're gonna put the playing head onto that, and if you have the magnet selected, it's gonna actually snap into that keyframe right there. And then we can drag down the blur like that, and then add another ease in. So now it looks like this. The biggest mistake you're pretty smooth. And yeah, this just draws more attention. And how to sell this effect even more is like adding a hit or a bass effect, sound effect there in the beginning. So what I usually like to do is I just drag this over like that. The biggest mistake, and make it a bit louder. The biggest mistake you're making in 2025 like is that. Not so. It's pretty impressive, and yeah, it just boom hits, and yeah, it's very nice. The biggest mistake you're making. Then what I like to do is add some text like this. The mistake you're making in 2025 is not creating content. So we can actually make that from scratch. Usually what I do is I just drag this over because I have all of the effects on them from the beginning, but let's make it from scratch. So if you go to title, make sure to select the text plus title and drag that over to your clip. Then what you want to do is I go to my subtitles and just copy this. Copy that in the biggest mistake. We're gonna press and take mistake. And we put that on another line, for example, you're making And then we can put that on another line like that, making it and drag that over there. 2020, making so in like that. And then what we want to do is, before you go and do the rest, I want to finish this first, and then we can just copy that and change the text. So what I want to do is I want to change the font. I'm going to use my usual font here. I want to bold it, maybe put it down a bit like that, and that should be pretty good. And now what we need to do to make it look cooler is actually go to the Fusion tab. So you select the clip and then go to Fusion tab. And this can be very overwhelming in the beginning, but I promise you this is going to be very, very simple. The first thing you want to do is press this template right here, then Shift and space, and this search tool comes up. So what I usually do is I add a glow effect. So search for glow, and then glow, this one, you add that one, and now you see you have added a glow effect, but it's too bright right now. So I'm gonna make it glow size a bit bigger, and then glow, bring that down a bit. That looks way better. Now we go back to template, and then in tools under the inspection tab, we right click and then character level styling. And this allows you to modify the text even more. So you go to modifiers, and then you just drag over and select the word that you want to change. So I want to change the biggest. Now we can actually change the font of that specific text that we selected. So I'm going to choose medium, italic. We can change the size of just that, make it maybe a bit smaller, and then transform, we can change where we want it to be. So I'm going to put it right there. Then we can actually, then I'm going to mistake, I want that to be big and bold and right in your face, so we make that a bit bigger. I add it just under that. And then we can take we can actually add that on the side. I want to make this a bit smaller, so this is going to be regular, and then I'm going to add that up there, make it even smaller. Then we might have to make this bigger and drag that to the side, and then your to the side as well, like that. Then let's make this a medium italic, and we can make that a bit bigger, and then drag this to the side like that. So you can be really creative, just mess with this and you will find something really cool. And once you are happy with the style that you came up with, you go back to the editing tab, and now it looks like this. And for me, it's a bit too small. I want it a bit bigger, and I want to center it. So I'm just gonna make sure it's centered like that. Then I'm actually gonna delete the subtitles that is on top here. And now what we can do is we actually press Option and then drag it to the side. So now we have copied it, and we can start working on all of the other text. So let's copy this and make sure to put in 2025, and then creating content like that. And I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna drag this out, delete it like that. And yeah, let's say I'm happy with this text. You can always go in here. So you can actually change this to, I want it to be, let's say, regular. And yeah, I'm happy with that. But here comes the secret. This is what's gonna make you stand out. We want to create an effect that one word shows at a time. So it comes like it builds up. So let's listen to the clip. So we have the biggest, and it also helps to look at the waveform. So you see when a new word comes. Biggest mistake you're making in 2025 is not creating content. So that's about it. And now what you want to do is you select this clip right here, you scroll down to write in, write out. And now you can actually write in and write out. So let's select this one and remove content. So it pops up like this. Then we go back, take the second word, creating away, like that. Then go to the second, not away. Then here, is away. Then here, 2025 away. So now it looks like this. In 2025 is not creating content. Pretty cool. Now we just gotta make it to this one. So go to that one, making. So now it looks something like this. The biggest mistake you're making in 2025 is not creating content. Let me show you why. Pretty cool, right? So this actually stands out a lot. We have a hook, we have a text hook. It looks different. It zooms out with a blur effect, and then a bass here. The biggest mistake you're making in 2025. And the second thing I like to do to make it more powerful is I add a riser here and then a camera shutter after the hook. So this is gonna make it even more powerful. 25 is not creating content. Let me show you why. Look, and another thing that we can do is we can take a film burn effect and add that after the hook here. Show you why. Look, we made over 6 figures last year from our agency, from just posting online. And then what I usually like to do is add in some zooms to make it more engaging. So what we can do is we can go to adjustment clip, take an adjustment clip, and I already have a preset here, so I just drag that on top here from our agency, and that figures last year zooms in like that. So it's very smooth from just posting online. And here's the And you can actually find this online if you search for Magic Zoom version 3. So look online for Magic Zoom version 3 and it's completely free. Figures last year from our agency. And that is pretty cool. And then to make it more interesting, we can add some B-roll. So let's listen to the clip and see what would actually fit into this video. Making in 2025 is not creating content. Let me show you why. Look, we made over 6 figures last. So I would actually add the zoom in after look, because it's like look and then it zooms in. Why? Look, we made over, yeah, like that. Why? Look, we made over 6 figures last year from our agency, from just posting online. So what we can do here, posting online, I want to emphasize those words. So what I usually like to do is I press this subtitle, check that and make it a bit bigger, like to 40 for example. Then I go to the next, online, and make that even bigger. So now it's gonna look something like this, from just posting online. So it posting online. We can make online even bigger. See, from just posting online. See, from just posting online. And here's the thing, it's completely free to create content. and it only takes 30 minutes a day. So here it's completely free to create content and it only takes 30 minutes a day. We can add something like this, me creating content. And then again, option, I select an option and then drag. That way it's gonna copy all of the clips. And that's pretty much it. And then we just add some music to that. What you can actually do is you can go to Instagram and then find a piece of music that you like, something that's viral, and then you screen record that video, and then you just airdrop or send that to your computer and you have the audio. So that might look something like this, and you take the clip, then you cut it, take away the recording, and now you have a pretty cool sound, a trending sound. So that's usually how I do it, but let's use this one for now. And yeah, lower the audio like that. So let's watch this video now on a big screen. The biggest mistake you're making in 2025 is not creating content. Let me show you why. Look, we made over 6 figures last year from our agency, from just posting online. And here's the thing, it's completely free to create content and it only takes 30 minutes a day. So that's pretty much it. One thing I would add is a camera shutter when the B-roll comes in, so it looks like this. Just posting online. Just a small detail, just a small click, and it's gonna posting online. And here's the thing, it's completely free to create content, and it only takes 30 minutes a day. And that's essentially it. That's how I edit my short form content. It's pretty straightforward, nothing really special, but if you are interested in leveling up your content, definitely check out Agency Hub, because we're going way more into depth into editing in Agency Hub. But these are the basics, and you should be able to get started now. So what I want you to do now is just download the SOP, look through that, and remember that the next time you're editing your content. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about posting and some export settings. So with that being said, it's time to get back to work. Welcome to day 6, posting and optimizing. Today I'm gonna go over the export settings and things that you need to think about to actually drive your content even further and make them more viral, and so the algorithm actually pushes your content. So with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So posting and optimizing. Here's what I'm gonna cover in today's video. Learn exactly when to post for maximum reach and engagement. Super important if you want to maximize your reach. Discover how to work with Instagram's algorithm and not against it. And build a system for consistent growth and visibility. And always share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities. So please share this course. It helps me out a lot, and that will allow me to actually create more free content for you guys. So warning, as always, this is the most important video of the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip and don't fast forward. You need to watch each and every single one of the videos so you actually see progress and success. Pro tip, watch the video in 1.5x speed to save yourself some time. So, maximizing your reach. Peak hour, post when your audience is most active and engaging. You can find this on Instagram in your insights. You see actually when your audience is most active. That's when you should be posting. There's actually a few scenarios when you might not wanna post at this time, but we're gonna come back to that later. Testing window. Find your optimal posting time through strategic testing. So in order to actually find the optimal time, you you gotta test, try out different times, try out what works. For I know for some creators, like some days of the week might not be optimal to post. I had a creator that we worked with, and he always, when he posted on Tuesdays, his content never performed. So yeah, we tested like proven content that had performed for him before, but on Tuesdays they for some reason didn't perform. So you gotta test and find what actually works for you. Consistency matter. Create a posting schedule that builds momentum. So you can't just be posting for 2 weeks straight every single day, and then you go away for 2 weeks and then you come back. That's not how it works. You should stay consistent. At least post 3 times a week. I would say that's the minimum. Post 3 times a week. The more you post, there's no limit on how much you can post on social media, on Instagram. Instagram has no limit. I know one account that has over 30 million followers, and they actually post 100 times a day. They have over 100,000 posts. So there's no limit to how much content you can post. But always keep in mind, like, you wanna keep a certain standard of quality, because you don't wanna just put content out there to just post. You also gotta keep in mind that it needs to be valuable and it needs to align with your brand and your vision. And then this is super cool. Time zone tips. Align your posting schedule with your target audience location. So for me, I always used to look at when my audience was most active, and that was the time I was posting, and that was for me like 4 p.m. But my audience was mainly from like India and Indonesia, and I wanted a audience from the US. So what I did is I went to Google, looked when the US audience is most active and what time that is for me. And for me, that was between 10 p.m. and 12 p.m. So I actually, 12 a.m. So I actually had to post at night. And I did that for like a few months, and my audience completely changed. I got most reach from the US. So post at the time zone where your target audience is. So yeah, you gotta find that time, that perfect time to post. Working with the algorithm. First hour, generate maximum engagement within 60 minutes of posting. So immediately after posting, you shouldn't go away from Instagram and just leave the post and hope for the best. What you actually should do is, once you post something, engage with the comments, engage with your audience, and if someone likes the post, message them, engage with them. And Instagram actually sees that you're a active account and not just a bot. So yeah, you gotta engage with the people that engages with your post and so on. Save strategy. Create content that viewers want to bookmark and return to later. So this actually drives more engagement. So Instagram looks at saves, shares, and comments. These are the three things that they look at, not likes. So you want to make content that people actually want to save, because that's going to drive more engagement, and Instagram is actually going to favor your content to more people. Share triggers. Include elements that make people want to share your content. So relatable content, something that someone would share to your friend. And always when you're editing and making your content, think about, like, would you share that with someone? If not, no one probably would either. So make content that's shareable and savable, and so on. Then watch time. Keep viewers engaged to single quality content to the algorithm. So if your hook is very good, but the rest of the video is bad, people are only going to watch 3 seconds of your video. They're going to watch the hook and then scroll away. So you need to keep them for as long as possible. And if people watch your video from the beginning to the end, or even like 2 times, so they watch it again and again and again, that's gonna signal to the algorithm that your content is quality and people actually like it. So they are gonna push it further. Boosting your content's performance. Caption formula. Write captions that drive engagement and spark conversation. I would actually follow the same script framework in your captions as in your video scripts, because you want to have a hook. The first line that people see on your page when they see your post is the first sentence, and that should be a hook to actually make people read through your captions. Because if people go and read through all of your captions and they are valuable and long, people are actually going to read the captions and the video is going to play in the background, and people are going to watch the videos multiple times while reading the captions. So make your captions valuable and have a strong hook in your captions. Community building. Engage with comments to boost algorithm performance. So go and answer your comments and actually reply to the comments, like the comments, and so on. Engage in the comments and make people ask questions and make people actually comment on your post. ManyChat is a very good tool to actually send out value to your audience and make people comment on your post. So that's a technique that a lot of people have been using lately. High quality content. Upload your content in high quality. So the first step in uploading your content in high quality is exporting your content in high quality. If we go over to DaVinci Resolve and we go over to the export tab, you have your timeline here, and all you gotta do is you gotta put in and out. So you select the clip that you want to export. And the export settings that I'm using is here on the left. So render settings. So the first thing you want to do is put in the name of your content, the location. I'm just going to export it to the desktop, and then export settings. So under video, we have MP4, codec H.264, and then resolution 1080p, because Instagram uses 1080p content, and if you post something in 4K, it's gonna downscale your content to 1080p, and that's gonna make it look very bad. So I would recommend exporting your content in 1080p. I always record all of my videos in 4K and export them in 1080p. Then frame rate, either 30 FPS or 24 FPS. Quality, I would restrict it to 16,000 kbs, and that's what Instagram uses. Again, if the file size is too big, they are gonna shrink it down and it's gonna look very bad. So this is more than enough for Instagram. Then scrolling down, color space tag Rec 709, gamma tag Rec 709A, and that's because my timeline are in these settings. Then what I usually do is bypass re-encode when possible, and I also select force sizing to highest quality and then force debayer to highest quality. That's gonna give me the most amount of quality. And then always subtitle settings, open that up and click on export subtitles and burn into video, and that's gonna include your subtitles in the actual video. And that's the export settings that I'm using. And then all you gotta do is add to render queue and then render the clip. Then what I also recommend you do is when you post your content, you can actually go to the settings, and in Instagram you choose to upload in high quality. That is gonna make your videos look high quality, and that's gonna upload your content in high quality. Your action steps. Create, schedule. So plan your posting times for the next week using today's insights. I want you to build out a content calendar and actually plan when you are going to post. Optimize post. Prepare a full optimized post using the strategies you've learned and upload in high quality. So I want you to go and create a post. So you script it. First you come up with the idea, you script it. You can use Poppy AI to script that video. Then you film the video, then you edit the video, and then you post that video. And you use all of the techniques that I showed in today's video. And then what I want you to do is prepare for day 7. Get ready to learn how to scale your success and monetize your content. Tomorrow's video is gonna be super valuable, so make sure to watch the entire video tomorrow. It's gonna be insane. And leave a testimonial to win special prizes. We're doing monthly giveaways to people that leave a testimonial, so make sure to leave a testimonial. The link is down below. And with that being said, it's time to get back to work. Welcome to day 7 and congratulations for reaching the end. Today I want to talk about scaling your success and your next steps. So with that being said, let's dive straight into it. Here's what I'm gonna cover in today's video. Discover your personalized roadmap to content success. So you're gonna know exactly the steps that you need to take in order to succeed and actually make money from this. Learn how to scale from creator to business owner, because it's one thing to create content that gets views, but it's a whole nother thing to actually make money from it. Get clear direction on your immediate action steps. Share this course and be part of an evolution that changes lives. Together we can inspire, empower, and create new opportunities for people. So make sure to share this course as always. And warning, this is the most important video of the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, as always, watch the video in 1.5x speed to save yourself some time. So where are you right now? You have a content foundation. You have learned the fundamentals of creating viral content. So you know how to create viral content. You have the tools, you have the systems to actually create viral content. You have basic systems. You understand how to create, edit, and post effectively. So you know how to film your content, edit your content, post it, and you have the tools and the systems to actually do it. So you need to take action and do it. Stop overthinking, just do it and start posting consistently. Starting point. You are ready to turn this knowledge into a real business growth. So you are ready. You know how to create content. Now it's just the time to make money from this. All right? So your path to success. Month 1. Build your content engine and establish your brand presence. So month 1 is focusing on your brand, building out your brand, start pumping out content. Month 2, launch your first product and attract initial clients. This is where you start to promote your product. You launch your product and you create content around that product. Month 3, scale your systems and increase your revenue streams. This is once you already have your product, you know what they want, and you start actually scaling it. Month 4 and beyond, expand your influence and build a sustainable business. That's your roadmap to success. Take action today. Join Agency Hub now before the price goes up. I want you to join Agency Hub. And once you have joined Agency Hub, you need to book a strategy call. Get your personal growth plan inside Agency Hub, and that call is free. I need you to join Agency Hub. Inside Agency Hub, you are gonna get the guidance to actually make money from your brand. So what will you actually get from this strategy call then? You will get a custom roadmap, receive a tailored plan for your specific goals. We are going to create a roadmap for you, one-on-one with you. Revenue strategy. Identify your fastest path to monetization. We're going to walk you through and see exactly where you are in your business and your journey. And based on that, we're going to identify the fastest path to your success. You're going to get a content plan, get a clear content strategy that actually converts and makes you money. And a implementation guide, learn exactly what to do next on your path to success. That's what you are going to get from the strategy call. But inside Agency Hub, you are actually going to get expert guidance, weekly calls to keep you on track. This is the most valuable thing that we offer in Agency Hub. Weekly live calls with the community from experts, from me that have built a successful personal brand to over 100k followers, and Lee Michael, who built a dating app and is running our agency, and Marcellus that have over 30 years of experience in service design at IBM. You also are going to get done for you products. So start selling proven digital products immediately. So you can actually just take my digital products and sell them for 100% profit as long as you are a Agency Hub member. So you don't have to go and try and test and build your own products. You can already take proven products that have been proven to work and start selling them immediately. Content creation masterclass. We have a full 40 plus hours course to build your personal brand and to monetize it. So everything step by step to actually build your content, build your brand, start filming, everything about filmmaking, everything about editing your content, and then posting and building your funnels and start making money online. And we actually have 3 bonus courses. You will also get access to 3 exclusive courses led by industry professionals, like business operations, sales mastery, and ads launch. So you will learn the business operations of things, sales, how to actually sell your offer, and then launch your first ads. So let's just listen to what a few Agency Hub members have to say about Agency Hub.
I've been driving this idea home for the last little while, all in my head, and kind of just writing everything down, doing my own research. Just to give a quick background of me as well, I was running a clothing line for about 5 years that I was a big part of, and I just left that last month. And we didn't do too much brainstorming in terms of like these kind of sessions, and that's why I felt like the last brand that I was part of, it just was a huge flop in that sense. This one hour session I had literally changed my whole mindset in terms of how I'm approaching things. And it was nice because there was moments where, again, just like Lee said, I just didn't know if I was saying the right things. Again, I wanted to say something perfect, but it was all just getting it out to get the idea and then driving it home from there. So it was perfect and I really enjoyed it. I mean, we wouldn't have anything to talk about today if we didn't have that session. Let's just put it that way.
Was all I just wanted to mention, but this is great. This is really great. I really like this. I'm actually really impressed because I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. It's a low buy-in, and you know what? Hey, I've come from the school of Frank Kern and all that, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go check out some what other people are doing, and I really liked Robin. You definitely hooked me in for sure. And then when I went to your bio and went to the school page, I bounced out, and then I came back. I went, yeah, let's go for it. And I'm actually really glad I did. I got a lot of value from this today. It's great. Thank you.
So you heard what they had to say. It's an awesome community for creators. So join Agency Hub now, and PS, act fast before the price goes up, because the price will go up eventually. So join from the link down below, and with that being said, it's time to get back to work.